say? Cause I don't know that. You can never ever be my man. You a whole snap. You said it on your IG page. I ain't say that. Like say that. Lay back. In the back of the Maybach. Play that. You see J that. I be in the streets like a stray rat. I will never be with a ring.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Along with Greg Olson, Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go from US Bank Stadium. Love to throw to get started. This one is caught by Reed. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Ready, set. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Love. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down and 9. They'll run the toss to Jacobs. Room to run inside the 40. They finally track him down, but what a run as they'll mark it at the 10-yard line. A big-time run by Jacobs. An even 40 yards. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close.
Yellow, 43. Ready.
Here's Cam Akers for the first time. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Ready. Black 40.
The man in motion is Watson. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
Well, we had a feeling, Mike, from talking to them this week in our meetings that they wanted to put last week behind them as quickly as possible. They could not wait for this ball to be kicked off here today, and it couldn't have gone better. They take the opening possession, they go right down the field and come away with the touchdown, and I'm not sure how many people on that sideline can even remember the score from last weekend.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. First play, and McCarthy to throw. He connects with Jordan Addison. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That looked good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
They run, and here's the former Packer, Aaron Jones. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's McCarthy. Throw here down the field. It will fall incomplete.
He told us earlier in the week that his ball skills might actually be better than some of the guys he's covering, and we kind of chuckled. But it's pretty clear to see where that confidence comes from, Mike. I mean, the next step for him, not only go up and attack that ball to tie his point, but come down with the pick.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Open man downfield, it's Hawkinson. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Now McCarthy. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And a good job there, hemming him in. They get it to the 8-yard line.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
Ready, set.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. Now he'll run it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
On the catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Come on. Hut.
On the bootleg, it's Love. The coverage right there, and it's knocked away. Incomplete. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And it'll be second down.
One of the biggest differentiators for a lot of these defenders, Mike, is a lot of them can stay in tight coverage. But where the special guys separate themselves is what do they do once the ball is in the air? They almost turn into offensive players with their ability to track it, and this is a great example here why.
Here we go. Black Smith ready. Go pin.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion.
Set, go.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's in! Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay.
So you look back a week ago, Mike, and that tough loss, and you can already see this is a much different group. There's a different focus, there's a different clarity, there's a different operation in and out of the huddle. They look sharp, motivated, and 2 drives later, they've got 2 touchdowns, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Makes the score Packers 14, Vikings nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Set. Put.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
On second down, here's McCarthy. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
There. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That one on target to Watson. And he will score! Christian Watson, touchdown Packers. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 of the year. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the 1st quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Trying to give me some more. No, I pack. This ain't. I'm tugging down on his side like he ain't the goat.
Ready.
He'll run. This is Mason. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Go.
To throw, it's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
He's got his tight end, Hawk Hawkinson. 18 yards on the connection. It'll be a Vikings first down.
These third down conversions are just so important. Mike, everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
He's got a receiver inside Felton. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. In trouble, and down he goes. Kenny Clark. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
He's made his presence felt throughout this opening quarter. They better figure out a way to slow him down defensively. Otherwise, he's in store for a monster game.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
Let's go. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. 18, Pioneer.
McCarthy from the gun here on third down. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's 1st and goal.
Vikings first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Now it is 1st and goal.
Set up. Ready.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. And that is going to be knocked away. Incomplete. And with that, time has expired here in the opening quarter. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter, as they come up now 2nd and goal.
Ready. Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
McCarthy going to look to throw again. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
And you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his 3rd interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
They'll look to throw for it with McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Ty Belton, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 4th and goal. On 4th down, it's Will Reichert time for this Viking field goal. Reichert's kick is good. And the Vikings are on the board now here in this second quarter.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go.
On play action, Love. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. He's trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Ready.
Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Ready, set.
In motion, it's Golden.
52 blue. Yeah, go
He'll
right.
send the receiver in motion to the left.
Ready?
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at three situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
Here's Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman to get out to lead the way.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision, and that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Ready.
On second down, Love. Defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. And he'll take this one in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Green Bay. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
On first down, here's McCarthy. Now, screen set up from Mason. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
McCarthy now to throw on first and 10. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football at their own 40.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
They're ready.
They'll go play action with Love. Throw on the run is complete. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
11 on the play.
Let's cut.
First down.
Now give to Jacobs. He'll run right, and he'll get back to midfield. So no gain on that one.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
On second down, Jacobs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Packers. First down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
26-yard line.
Set, cut.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion.
Set, go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there. And that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready?
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go. 33. Yellow. Set, cut.
Now, this looks like a design run. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. It's going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's 4th down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big legs. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like
Track, let's go now. Go.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And the Packers have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he gets around 1 man, but not much room after that. Only a couple there. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Let's go now.
A 2nd down throw for Love. to the left side in the hands of Watson. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a first down.
Gain of 21 yards.
From the gun, it's Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down. Here's Love to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on this play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That one, taken in. Christian Watson, touchdown Packers. 3 touchdowns for him, numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. This is turning into a monster game. Let's keep an eye on this. 3 touchdown catches alone in the first half. Could be a record-setting game. Oh, big problems there on the conversion. Poor snap. It is no good. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. On the return is Rogers. We'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. No chance at all. He'll go down. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway.
Ready.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A run. And here's Mason. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Ready. 70 Timberwolf. Warrior 70. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's swung out to Mason. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Come on,
Off the play fake. Here's Love. He's going to tuck it and go. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Lots of space past the 45. Josh Jacobs. And he will score. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. That's his second touchdown of the afternoon. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
Third and long. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down. So, from the 36, it is first and 10.
First down, Packers.
Yellow, 43. Hut.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here we go. Set. 33. Yellow. Ready.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs, running left. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
Taken down back at
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Third down, they need 5.
Let's go now.
In motion,
50.
Reed.
Ready?
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That one intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
So it's third down, and it just seems clear that he's just trying to do anything to keep the drive alive. But even though you're trying to keep the punt team off the field, you just can't be careless and reckless. And that's really what he ended up being, Mike. And defense takes advantage and takes it back to the house.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. His kick is good. The Vikings will get just a bit closer. Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
In motion, it's
Yellow,
Golden.
22. Hut, hut.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's down on the other side of midfield, marking at the 48-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he is putting in the work. Dancing inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 8.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Throwing on second down, Love. This one is caught by Reed. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
To the goal line and in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball game.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers add on to their already sizable lead.
Brandon McManus to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return is Rodgers. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. Trap 60. Take over.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 41 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Number 3, Jordan Addison. 4 yards.
So, 3 quarters now in the books.
6.
Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
In it to win it.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 6.
Here we go.
Here's McCarthy. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight, they continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. On the ground is Mason. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now McCarthy. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
60 Bison.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. Looking middle, and it's complete to Felton. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes...
And he'll take it on in. Jordan Addison, touchdown Minnesota. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The kick is good.
He kicks this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Here we go, set. 45, set.
On first and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go. Black, 95. Ready.
Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. Forced to his right. He's going to keep it himself.
Smash, red, ready. Yellow, 43. Set.
Love to throw it on first down. That's to crash the tight end downfield. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
On the ready.
Here's first and 10.
Set, ready. Cut.
On play action, Love. On the move left. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
A loss of 2 yards. It's second down.
Valuable lesson that I had to grow. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 1 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 1 and real quick. Real quick. Real quick.
Here's a second and 12.
Red, cycle. Down. Ready.
Love. Up to the left side and taken in by Golden. That one good for 18 yards and to the 18-yard line. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. On the ground, it's Jacobs. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Late pass on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's
On the double.
Second down and 8.
16-yard
White. Come on. Set.
From the gun, it's Love. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
A 2-yard pickup.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Ready, set.
Third and 6.
Ready.
The man in motion is Watson.
Red, 38. Cut.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
6 on the play. It's now 4th down and
1. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Second and a yard. To throw is McCarthy. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper. And the Packers will take over possession here at the 44.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Here we go, set. Blue 32.
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee.
Here we go.
2nd and 11.
45. White. Ready.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Here we go.
A tough spot here. 3rd
95.
and long.
Hut.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. They finish off the regular season with some momentum. And they'll wait with bated breath to find out who they're going to play next week in the wild card round. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico.
You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame, you wanted me to come running when you called my name, you wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. But that's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. I'm born to howl at the moon. You know I need me some room for chasing me all night and then sleeping till noon.